Yeah, I know, I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm back for more. God, this room. And yes, this puzzle is exactly what it looks like. You gotta screw yourself out of one item to get the other. However, thankfully, there's a way to obtain the other item, and it's by refreshing the puzzle by simply leaving the room and coming back. However, the stairs aren't this close, so that means I'm gonna have to fight a whole bunch of random battles. Oh well, at least they're good experience, I guess. Even though I'm gonna have to deal with that freaking arcanine again! Anyway, I would like to, sarcastically thank one of you who gave me a tip to try and trade Pokémon on an emulator using a no-cache GBA, which is the emulator I'm using, incidentally. But there's just one small problem. Not only can I not get that method to work, even though... Well, scratch that. I'm gonna start over because what I said is not necessarily true. This isn't a method to trade Pokemon, this is simply a method to emulate the linking of two DSs together. You still cannot trade using that. And obviously the guy didn't show a trade because that's only what it does. The guy says, you can trade using this, but you can't. You can only link two DSs together, two emulated DSs, not two material ones. But, yeah, as I was about to say, the problem is that basically it's false advertising. He says you can trade Pokemon using that, but you can't. And besides, I can't even get the method to work. I can't even link two DSs together. So what hope would I have of trading, even though it's completely impossible with this method? And yes, I know I just rambled on and it made basically no sense whatsoever, but the bottom line is someone linked me to a tutorial thinking that I could use it to trade Pokemon on a DS emulator, but unfortunately, it doesn't work. Which is a damn shame, because it would have made team building for the Soul Silver LP a whole lot easier. I could use stuff like Gengar, Porygon 2, Scizor, but no, none of that stuff I'm going to be able to use. And by the way, I don't think I've ever officially announced that I was going to do Soul Silver, did I? Well, I'm going to do it right now. Soul Silver is coming right up after Platinum is done. So, you can relax, this isn't the last Pokemon LP in the series. Though I don't think anyone doubted that I was gonna do it, it's just that I don't want to engage myself too quickly in something that I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna do. If I said right off the bat, as soon as this LP started, I'm gonna do Soul Silver after this for sure, then I would be forced to deliver, and so many things can happen between the start and the end of an LP. So basically, the reason why I didn't want to confirm it, even though I made it pretty blatantly obvious that if I was going to continue, it was going to be with Soul Silver, the reason for that is because if I promise something, then I am morally forced to honor that promise, which is why I didn't confirm it at all before today, but now, here we go. Soul Silver is going to take place after Platinum, and the first thing I'm going to do after recording this video is going to be taking off that nasty question mark next to Pokemon Soul Silver in the upcoming LP schedule. And, wow, that Floatzel just used Crunch on the wrong Pokemon. Cresselia's weak to Crunch, not Arcanine, Jesus! It's like when my Cresselia took a bunch of Aqua Jets, between this video and the last one. Just look, you have type advantage. Just use it properly. Come on. It's like Arcanine isn't the only stupid Pokemon out there in this room. I am surrounded by idiots. In the game, that is, not in real life. I honestly feel like Rebecca Black playing musical chairs. No matter what I do, it seems I just can't win. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you heard, but because of the earthquake and the tsunami and the nuclear crisis and whatnot going on in Japan, the Dream World's grand opening has been delayed to an unspecified date, which is sort of a shame. Yes, I know I've said a million times the Dream World sucks. However, okay, well, I could just ditch you. Not that it would do me any good, because then I lose the infinite healing. You took so long! I took 5 freaking seconds! Not only does she have no brains, but she has no patience either, or no sense of time. What the fuck ever? Anyway, as I was about to say, yes, I know I've said the Dream World sucks, but still, I want to get my hands on some of those awesome abilities that are in there. I want my Harvest Executor, I want my Regenerator Tangrowth, and I also want, well, a lot of stuff. I want my Sheer Force Nidoqueen and Nidoking. I want Drought Ninetales. I want Drizzle Politoed. But, well, those two are much later, but right off the bat, you can get all the others I mentioned. Sheer Force Nidos, Regenerator Tangela, which one? Harvest, Tropius, and Execute. Lots of good stuff right off the bat. But, unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait a little while longer. If only they didn't make the process of getting those Pokemon so freaking tedious, I might actually be more interested. Stop using Helping Hand! Jeez, you got offensive attacks! Use them! I mean, come on! Helping Hand, as far as I know, boosts my attack power by 50%. But I'd like to think that Extreme Speed from Arcanine would do more than half the damage of my Psychic or my Ice Beam. So, yeah, this is really, really poorly engineered. If I had a level 25 Larvitar instead of that level 56 Cresselia, would it still use Stop using agility! You don't need it! You don't need agility! Helping Hand has a priority modifier! Extreme Speed has a priority modifier, and you never freaking use Fire Fang anyway! Why would you? This game is full of water types! What are you freaking thinking using agility for nothing? Do some damage! That's what I'm asking you to do! You're a freaking Arcanine! You're an offensive beast! And thank you! At least it's using Extreme Speed this time around, but the agility it just did, it was all for nothing! As I said, among its other moves, only Fire Fang doesn't have a priority modifier. And, well, it never uses it for very obvious reasons. But, yeah, seeing Helping Hand reminds me of what I was about to talk about. Let's say I have a level 25 Larvitar there. That would basically do 3 or 4 points of damage to the opponent. Would it still use Helping Hand to boost it to 5 or 6? Or would it actually do the smart thing and use Extreme Speed or Fire Fang? Or, more likely, spam agility for days on end until its speed can't be raised anymore, and even then it would keep using agility and it would do absolutely nothing, and then it would use Extreme Speed, putting all of those agilities to waste? Would it do that? As I said, either way you can't win with this piece of crap Arcanine. And, by the way, speaking of Extreme Speed, I don't know if you guys have realized this, but in Generation 5 they actually increased Extreme Speed's priority modifier to 2, which means that in Generations 2, 3, and 4, Extreme Speed was in the same priority bracket as the likes of Quick Attack, Bullet Punch, Vacuum Wave, Mach Punch, and stuff like that. So, if your Extreme Speed was slower than the opposing Quick Attack, too bad, you're going second. But nowadays, Extreme Speed outspeeds every one of those attacks every single time, which is sort of a good silver lining, I guess, because extreme speed is fundamentally cursed by the very, very, very questionable offensive typing that is normal. By the way, something that I want to point out, we are 10 minutes into this video, and we're not even back at the point where we started it. That means that pretty much what this entire video will have been me doing that strength boulder puzzle the first time and refreshing it, coming back, doing it again, maybe if I get lucky and I actually have the time to do it, and that will be it. Seriously, we are 10 minutes 42 seconds into this video, and I just got past the point where I got started on this video. When I said this place was absurdly long, I was not kidding. I played this game enough to know that, and I got caught thinking a few times that, oh, you know, just looking at the map, it's not gonna be that long. It's just, you know, it's gonna be a walk in the park. I thought that a few times too, but after a few battles with that piece of crap RK9, I was always reminded of why it could be an endeavor that could potentially take hours, especially if you go and get lost in the very vast areas of this room where there is absolutely freaking nothing. Except maybe hidden items. There's this huge maze in the middle of the area that may have some hidden items, but I'm not about to get lost down there and take 2 or 3 entire videos just to try to find my way around and possibly find a hidden item or two, especially since the dowsing machine in this game is nowhere near as cool as the one in Black and White. And that is probably my favorite improvement in Black and White. The freaking dowsing machine is awesome. If I ever LP its deluxe version, you can be damn sure that I'm going to cover hidden items in that one. Because, to be honest, I keep the dowsing machine on at all times whenever I visit a new area. Because it's such a better use of the bottom screen than the C gear could ever hope to be. Sure, the C gear is sort of convenient when you want to trade and you're nowhere near a Pokemon Center or whatever, but still, otherwise it's complete crap and it takes your bottom screen outside of battle all the time unless you have the dowsing machine on. So, what do I do with my bottom screen? Dowsing machine! It's better than nothing. But as far as this game goes, if you think I'm gonna go anywhere near that maze with that dumbass RK9 forcing me to take 3 to 4 minutes for a single wild battle, you are very, very mistaken. And I think you wouldn't do that either. Okay, one last random battle for this video, because you can rest assured that we're not going to have the time to fight those 2 trainers. Heck, I don't even think... I'm not even 100% sure that I'm going to be able to beat those 2 guys before the time runs out. The only thing that gives me hope is that there's a Gabite there that has a quadruple weakness to Ice Beam, and, well, thanks for the useless agility, I would have taken even Helping Hand over that, even though Helping Hand won't help at all when killing that Gabite, so I'm just gonna hope that it uses Helping Hand for the next turn, since it's obviously not gonna be using Extreme Speed or Fire Fang, and oh, Moonlight! Do want! So let's shit-can slash as fast as we possibly can, and oh yeah! Instant recovery, bitch! Okay, now I'm not gonna try and make that into a catchphrase too, and thanks for the Helping Hand. At least it's gonna help this time, and oh, another pointless agility. Welcome to the Dumbass Club, Floatzel. But yeah, without that Helping Hand, I'm pretty sure that Floatzel would have survived in the red, and I probably wouldn't have been able to finish this video in 15 minutes. So hope you enjoyed it, especially since there were lots of yelling, and there's probably gonna be even more of that next time.